Hello everyone, I invite you to every Friday cryptocurrency review. Let's start by checking the current situation on the BTC to USDT pair, taking into account the 4-hour interval. First, we will use the yellow line to mark the downward trend lines from which the price has moved into the upward trend channel marked with blue lines. When we look at the EMA cross 200, we see that the price remains above the blue 200 moving average line, which indicates that the uptrend is continuing. Now we can move on to marking support areas in the event of a correction. And here, first of all, it is worth marking the support zone in which the price currently ranges from $27,711 to $27,180, but when we fall below this zone, we may see a drop to the area of the second zone from $26,309 to $25,682. Looking the other way, we can determine resistance locations in a similar way using the fib retracement tool. As you can see, the price after crossing the resistance at $28,190 and touching the upper border of the channel was quickly reversed, but when we managed to break above this resistance, we can see an attempt to increase towards the strong resistance zone from $29,087 to $30,219. Please pay attention to the CHOP index, which indicates that after the previous strong exhaustion, we are trying to rebuild energy. On the stock indicator, we are clearly moving towards the lower limit, which confirms the sideways trend and energy collection. While on the RSI indicator, despite the recovery, we return to the middle of the range, which indicates that there is still room for the price to be brought down. As the second chart in today's review, we will check BNB in pair with USDT, also on a 4-hour time frame. Let's start by marking with a yellow line the local downward trend line from which the price came out on top. However, at this point you can see that despite the top leaving the downtrend line, the price is moving just above it in a downward movement. As we can also see, the attempt to return above EMA cross 200 and, consequently, to a strong upward trend was unsuccessful and we quickly returned to the previous level. Now let's move on to marking the support places. We will use the fib retracement tool to mark supports, and as you can see, the price has returned to the strong support zone from $215 to $210. But if the current zone does not hold the price, we may see a drop to the strong support level of $203.40. Looking the other way, we can similarly mark places where the price should encounter resistance on the way up. And here, as the first resistance, we have a zone from $219 to $223, which rejected the price. Only after breaking it higher will we be able to see an attempt to attack the resistance levels at $228. And then another resistance at $234.90. The CHOP index indicates that the energy has been used and we are currently experiencing a slight increase. The stock indicator also shows a strong depletion of energy, which has slowed down the price declines. While the RSI shows a strong deviation to the lower part of the range, which creates a lot of room for increases. but before that we may still see an attempt to go down prices a little lower. Third, we will check the ETH chart on a 1-hour time frame. First, we will mark the main upward trend line. But locally, it is worth marking a second line at which you can see how the price is struggling to stay there. Let's now move on to marking support points for the price, and we can see that first of all we have support at the level of $1,639, at which the price is currently struggling to stay. But when the support is broken, we can see a drop to the area of the strong support zone from $1,606 to $1,562. At this point, it is worth looking at EMA cross 200, and here we can see that the price went above and into an upward trend, but we quickly saw a return to the downward trend. Looking the other way, we can similarly determine the resistance areas that the price must face. And here we will mark the first significant resistance zone from $1,677 to $1,694. And then the second zone from $1,710 to $1,734, when the price breaks both zones and will face the resistance at $1,764. The CHOP index indicates that the energy has been used up and is slowly growing. The stock indicator shows room for a price increase, but the RSI shows movements in the lower part of the range, with downward movements having more strength than upward ones. The last one in today's list is the chart of DOT in pair to USDT on a 1-hour time frame. First, we will use the yellow line to mark the local upward trend line from which the price came out on top. Going further, we can move on to marking support areas when we start a larger correction. And here we can see that the price remains in a strong support zone from $4.06 to $3.97. But when this zone is broken, we may see a drop to the area of the second zone from $3.84 to $3.78. Looking the other way, it is worth starting by marking the important resistance zone from $4.17 to $4.22. And then before larger increases, the price must overcome the resistance at $4.30. Please look at the CHOP index, which indicates that there is a lot of energy for the upcoming move. The stock indicator shows that there is room for the price to go a little higher. Similarly, on the RSI indicator, we are moving in the lower part, which may result in a rebound. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.